Vinod Sharma, senior journalist, Vinod Mehta, editorial chairman. Sharma, senior journalist and political editor of the Hindustan Times. Vinod Mehta, editorial chairman of the Outlook. Aarti Jairath, senior editor of the Times of India, Crest edition. And Siddharth Nath Singh, my first question is to you, sir, tonight. Can you please explain why you don't let Abhishek Manu Singhvi be? I mean, what Abhishek Manu Singhvi clearly says today, that as a political or a professional class, instead of gleefully watching, promoting or participating in a person's natural and understandable discomfiture, we must respect privacy issues. Dr. Siddharth Nath Singh, can you hear me? You can't hear me clearly. Okay, let me put that then to Vinod Mehta. Which side of the debate are you on, Mr. Mehta? Personal or private? Dr. Singhvi's plight.
I don't know, Arnab. I am in a catch-22 situation, if you like. Because on the one hand, there is this thing about consenting adults doing whatever they want to do in the privacy of their chambers or the privacy of their home. So does a member of parliament, does a senior leader like Abhishek Manu Singhvi have any right to privacy? Against that, you must weigh the fact that did he misuse his public office in facilitating this encounter. Now there are some reports that there were some inappropriate comments made about this lady getting a judgeship, etc. No one, I haven't heard the tapes, but if that is true, then it's very serious. But there is one more point which is equally serious, and that is that irrespective of the fact that the tape has been doctored and morphed, it seems that Abhishek Manu Singhvi was vulnerable to blackmail. Now you can't have a very senior leader being blackmailed by his driver. So that is also another matter which goes against him. Therefore I think he's done the right thing. He's done the right thing by resigning, and whatever juice that the BJP can get out of this, I'm sure they'll get out of it. But they shouldn't forget that some years ago, one of their chief ministers made a sex CD on one of their leaders, Mr. Sanjay Joshi. And that matter, so they have also had a taste of this kind of treatment. This can happen to anybody. But I think Abhishek Manu Singhvi's position was quite untenable, and I think he's done the right thing by resigning, although his reason for resigning I don't buy.
No, but what they are saying, what they are saying is very interesting. Aarti, they are saying, the BJP is saying, we are not targeting Singhvi. We are protecting Singhvi. We are protecting Singhvi, they say, because this matter involves the reputation of a member of parliament. And if a reputation of a member of parliament is being tarnished in this unfortunate manner with a morphed or fabricated CD, then we are actually protecting Singhvi by raising the issue in parliament. You buy that, Aarti?
No, listen, I mean, it's very clear that the BJP is trying to derive maximum political benefit out of this. And the Congress is so weak and so vulnerable today that it's unable to stand its ground and stand up to the BJP and say that, look, until the allegations are proved correct, we stand by Abhishek Singhvi. I mean, the Congress, you know, is so weak that it's really abandoned Abhishek Singhvi to protect his reputation on his own without the backing of the Congress party. So, you know, it just shows how, how the political chips are stacked today. And, the fact is that, if indeed the allegations are correct, then I think it raises very serious questions about the way appointments to public offices are made in this country. You know, whether it's in return for sexual favors or monetary gains. I mean, I think we really need to, this is, I mean, how do you allow public offices to be bartered out like this,
right,
if these allegations are true?
Now, Siddharth Nath Singh is now with me. Siddharth, you can hear me? Siddharth?
Arnab, I can hear you, but please go a little slow because there is an audio problem that I'm facing.
Sure. My question is very simple. What's your point? What's your allegation against Abhishek Manu Singhvi? And why don't you let him be? It is his personal matter. It's a matter, he says, concerns me or my family. Nobody, including the BJP, has any business trying to derive any salacious pleasure out of it.
Arnab, let me begin by saying that ethics, morality and politics should be inseparable. Unfortunately, we are seeing that all is not well in that area these days. Now, in that environment, a CD comes out, alleged CD comes out, which talks which talks about Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi and a lady advocate. Now, we haven't seen that, CD, but in that environmental doubts are being further raised on the political class. In that environment, an opportunity should be grabbed to prove that we are not there. Our politicians are not as bad as being looked upon. So therefore, an opportunity has been given to Mr. Singhvi, and if what he says is
Are you
true,
protecting
that
him?
It has been fabricated. No,
Are you protecting him or attacking him? What do you want? Do you want him to?
If Mr. Singhvi,
do you want him to stand in the floor of Parliament, put his head down and apologize to you?
Allow me to speak. Arnab, allow me to make my point and you will get the answer.
No, do you want him to apologize to you?
Mr. Singhvi says that if it is fabricated or morphed, then he should be, he's an eminent lawyer and a parliamentarian. Then somebody who's spreading a canard, somebody who's discrediting a parliamentarian, there is a privilege committee, he should exercise that. And therefore the matter needs to be sent to the privilege committee, because he's got an injunction from the High Court, but the High Court doesn't say or doesn't speak on the veracity of the CD. Therefore, a transparency is required, and in this case, Mr. Singhvi has an opportunity to exhibit transparency, and that can only happen if he refers to an investigative
he's saying I have a right to privacy,
or to a privilege committee.
He's saying I have a right to privacy. Article 21 of the Constitution, right to life, right to privacy.
Arnab, I am all for privacy and protection of privacy. But Mr. Singhvi is not an ordinary citizen of India. He is not an ordinary parliamentarian or a spokesperson of the Congress.
From today,
he is the chairman of a
from today, therefore, Siddharth, 1 minute.
It is.
Siddharth, by that logic, I understood you. I deduce your logic. By that logic, from now on, are you saying all politicians promise and swear never to lecture to the media every second day, that do anything but don't meddle in the personal lives of politicians? There'll be no lectures on that, because politicians are attacking politicians on private lives. So that what you're saying today will apply to people from any political party forever.
Arnab, you're missing a basic point, and that is of impropriety. If what the CD contains are true, in that case, there is a quid pro quo which is being spoken. Now, who is going to speak about that? Who is going to investigate about that?
I am telling you tomorrow, and I am not taking names. But I am saying tomorrow to you that if tomorrow gossip, and furthermore from gossip inference, furthermore inference deduction, furthermore from deduction, reports about the personal lives of politicians become a matter in the public space, you are telling me tonight, and therefore that's the issue. You are telling me tonight, yes, let it come. You can have a right to privacy, but it does not stop anybody from going into details of the personal lives of politicians, right? You will apply to the BJP, Janata Dal,
Arnab,
AGP, National Conference, every party,
if that be the case, Arnab, if that be the case, why did the Congress were trying to make a political capital on the Karnataka issue?
Oh,
it's not that
are you taking
we all
revenge?
Are in public life.
Are you taking revenge?
It's not that. No, I'm not saying that they did in Karnataka, so we have the full right to do it. We all are in public life. In public life, we do need to protect our private lives also. There is a quid pro quo. There is a quid pro quo which has been spoken in that CD. Now that quid pro quo is a great impropriety. Now if we wish to ignore it, is a serious question.
I understand your point.
As a
what you are saying today,
committee, he has
what you are saying today, I understand your point.
That.